What's up guys, it's Mike with Shallow Reefing, coming back at you with another video, and today, as you can probably tell from the title, it's not going to be a good video. I've been going through a lot of things and the tank has suffered. Now over the years you have coral loss, but this, this is all pretty recent. I've probably filled up 4 of these little totes or Cool Whip containers that are 64 ounces, just filled with dead corals. And you can kind of see that is STN. Actually, I would say almost MTN STN going on right there. And it's just impacting my corals. Even my bulletproof Walt Disney right there is kind of suffering. And yes, it is a bulletproof Walt Disney because, oh my God, this thing is thriving. Whenever it's stressed out, it always turns more yellow. And here are more dead corals that I've had in my reef tank. It's kind of sad to realize that this is just a small fraction. And then you can see here, my Micromusa lords have slowly been dying back. I thought it was some mushrooms stinging them, but it really doesn't appear that way. And you can even see a little back there if the camera would focus. Yeah. Now moving over to the frag tank, not everything is doing well over here either. You can kind of see some of these SPS, sorry about the glare, are not looking well. And, I have some softies that are doing all right, but these are just, some reason, just STN real bad. I think there's something going on in the tank over here, maybe a bug or something. And these guys have just completely lost their color, and it's just been really sad. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing a voiceover because my microphone cut out, and this is just the kind of day that I've had today. Great times. And then we got my Blastomusa merlettis. And these guys are, something's happening to them, and they are not really getting stung by the mushrooms because in the middle it should be fine, but they are just losing their polyps. And even my Micromusa back here, it was getting stung by mushrooms, but now it's getting kind of like receded and drawing back. And of course, this is so great. Now, watching all my animals slowly die, and I've had all those fish losses that you guys have seen over the years. And it's just been the last year that all the fish have started to kick the bucket, put on the UV sterilizer thinking it was possibly some bacterial thing. And it may or may not have stopped the fish from being stressed out. I don't know, but it's just been really hard to watch the tank go down after all the time that I've spent into it. It's just at this point in time, I can't keep up with it. And, I got to do what's best for the corals and what's best for the fish. And some of these corals I've had in here for years. So it's really hard to kind of look at it and just see that, yeah, this is probably all needing to come to an end for the betterment of the corals and the fish. So I guess we're about to stroll down memory lane and talk about all the different fish and corals and everything that I've had over the years and how each one of them has a sentimental piece of my heart and how each one of them is special to me. Now, one of my favorite pieces, that Dragon Soul Favia right there, had since 2015, grew it out from just a little nub after it got just whacked by a Echinachinata. And then back there, that Blasto back there was one of my first Blastos ever from 2014, very slow grower. And then you got the Dunking Coral, which I grew from 1 polyp in 2014. I fragged that thing so many times, and it is just the size of a volleyball, and it's just wonderful to look at. Now, that Toxic Green Frog spawn I got in 2015 from a guy who was recovering from a stroke. He was using the coral and the reef to get his, mind back on track. And then that Peach King Octo spawn, I got that in my 80-gallon reef tank, and it is just beautiful. That frog spawn down here, or the octo spawn down there, the green one, I got that from my friend Mike. Grew from 1 head, grew all the way out to this giant colony too. So each one of these, there's just a special piece. And then this hammer, I got that from my 80-gallon. And then this, Tyree green leather, I got from a tank move with my friend Wayne. He gave me that. And then I got some random mushrooms that, right here, that came from that move, and I've never seen those mushrooms anywhere else in the hobby. And this, I was holding some corals for another friend, and his Sunkissed Bounce, split, and I kept one of the splits, And that's how I got a bunch of sun-kissed bounce mushrooms, and it was wonderful. I just did something nice for a friend, and he also gave me this Walt Disney. Now, this Walt Disney, it was actually owned from someone else in the hobby who was one of the first people who got it in Clarksville, and this person ended up passing away, but this strain still remained in the area, and I've been able to cultivate it and grow it out and propagate and share it to just about a dozen reefers. So it's been wonderful to see that person's legacy lived on. You know, there are just so many other corals in the tank, and they all just have a unique story, you know, like this coral right here, the Digi Island. You know, I just put a bunch of digis together and all those mushrooms took over. I got some Anacropora over here from a trip that Wayne and I did. The scripts, I got that from the LFS. The Hydnophora was from Fish a Hex on an online sale. So yeah, each of these corals really hold a place in my heart. This Lobo I actually got from Lewis, the guy who's coming to get the coral now. And Wayne and I went to a frag swap, and I got this Lobo and grew it out. This WWC Yellowtip, we got that when Wayne, Mike, and I went in on a order online, so that way we could get the price down. And, you know, it's been wonderful to see that grow. You know, it's really sad looking back at all this footage and doing the voiceovers on it, because I can't remember what I said, but, you know, just reminiscing about the tank and what it was and how it was kind of going down just because of, you know, a stage that I'm at in life where it's really tough. I want to make sure that, you know, these are treated with the utmost respect and taken care of, because it's our duty to, you know, respect the animals that we have and our corals and our fish, and to make sure that they live, you know, a long, healthy life. And if you can't do that, you have to, you know, take the responsibility and find someone else who can. So hopefully, you know, hopefully this is not the end forever, but this might be the end of this tank in this iteration for now. So I'm really looking forward to, you know, all the different stories that are going to come from it, like this WWC or this Battle Corals coral on the left-hand side. And then I had this random coral that was, you know, bought at an LFS, and it turns green and purple. And I have this Garf Bonsai that I think I got from my LFS, and it's been doing wonderful for about a decade. And the pink Cadillac to the right, that's just absolutely a stunner. So today is the last day that this tank's gonna look like this, and maybe the last day for the tank in general. So had my friend Mike come over, didn't get any video of it because, you know, just talking and reminiscing about everything, and kind of sad. But he did take a couple frags, took a couple clippings off of things he didn't have before. That way, you know, he can kind of put it in his tank and run it and hopefully grow them out, and, you know, at least the coral will live on. They're just not doing well in my tank, and man, I just can't even believe that's doing poorly. You know, just all this stuff, just too much to handle right now in my time in life. So hopefully Lewis will be coming, grabbing a bunch of stuff, and, you know, giving these guys the home that they deserve. This is even looking bad over here. I don't know what is going on. And something is wrong with the clownfish. Now, he's got some weird gash on him. I have no idea where that came from. Horrible. What in the world? Poor buddy. This is a depressing video. At least this one's okay. All right, so I'm here with Lewis. He's here to help me out, and he's gonna take care of my animals for me, and I know they're in good hands with him.
Oh yeah, we'll take care of it. And like I said, when he comes back in, he'll have a little piece of all that he has.
Appreciate it, man.
No problem, man.
So, classic reefer move. Getting everything out the window, down outside, and into a giant truck.
We'll have to decapitate, I think.
Well, I'm just looking at how these rocks.
That is nuts, man. Wow. It's amazing how that came from one head in 2014. There's like one peppermint shrimp down in here. I finally found him. He's been in here for like 3 years. You never realize how far 200-gallon tank goes when you have a 100-gallon tote already filled.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's a
under this
huge
one.
euphyllia. Yeah, look at that. Wow.
This is old school.
Yeah, it is.
This is the old school frog spawn.
Everyone thinks they're tough until a clownfish bites them.
Hey, I'm a big man.
I'm a big
I tell
man.
you
That
that right
clownfish
now.
doesn't care.
Mama said that you have to put.
Oh, I can't wait till I get this on video.
All right. Hey.
Oh, what was
What
that?
did you just do?
The thing just jumped out.
What jumped out?
It just like jumped out of the water.
Oh, okay.
What?
You just took their home.
What?
Yeah, I'm a bad kid taking the.
That coral, I got that in 2014 from a guy who was getting over a stroke and got into the hobby to get his mind right and, you know, recover from his stroke.
That is.
So, yeah. Oh my god. Oh, it's 2 rocks. Okay.
Attached together. No water.
So Sponge is holding that together.
Yeah, sponges are holding on to.
Okay,
The
go
rock.
take that to mama.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Go take it.
Jeez.
We don't have another-
They don't have the bucket yet. You think you can lift it up, or do we need to raise this up higher?
You can lift it up.
Jeez. Wow, I can't believe all that just came off the back wall.
Tell your mom to put it in the tank like this.
So I
Yeah,
need to take it
for-
in there now.
Yes.
Yep, good luck.
I put the other one in the bucket.
Don't break it.
Don't break that.
That's like 3 years of growth.
That's crazy.
that came from a dime size. A dime. And it grew all up there. Oh my goodness.
Coral.
I don't know. That's a lot of coral.
What?
Giving it all away.
Moved into our house tonight, and then we'll move it.
That is the fish of hex hiding for, and it is just giant. Oh my goodness. Look at that thing. Just grew on the wall and ripped it right off. Oh, that's a peppermint shrimp.
A peppermint
I'm
shrimp.
gonna have to
Yeah.
borrow a bucket.
Oh, toys.
This is what a 200-gallon reef tank looks like in the back of a pickup truck.
Yeah. Trying to make sure the lid is nice and tight.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's 200-gallon tank right here.
That's 200-gallon tank. Yep. Everywhere. Well guys, this is the end of the reef as we know it. You know, it's just hard to even look at. You know, Lewis was amazing coming and helping me out and saving the animals, and I greatly appreciate that. He was saying, you know, like, I've moved a lot of corals and, you know, helped with relocating a bunch of tanks, but I've never seen corals as big as these. Like, never. He was like, you need to take pictures of this. And, you know, I mean, I know he was stoked to, you know, save the corals and help me out and stuff, but God, it just sucks. It absolutely sucks. So I'm draining the last vestiges of the water out, and we will see what's next. So is this the end of shallow reefing? Probably for now. You know, this isn't gonna be my last video. It's gonna be my last video for a while, because, you know, I gotta take care of some things in personal life, and, you know, animals come first always. You don't want to be selfish. You don't want to hurt your animals. You don't want to, you know, kill them. You want to provide for them. And, you know, I know Lewis is going to do a good job because he's in a space where he can do that right now, but I just can't.